There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
Not a bird, not a plane, not even a frog. Just little old me, Underdog.
There's MC and his buddy Julie, go Gophers on the run. The stories of McBride outrageous, no one could be more courageous. Underdog, 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 Underdog. Join the king in Bongo Congo, feed a cat with savoir-faire. Go watch the hunter chase the bocce shooters on the rocks, and then there's Underdog.
Simon Bar Sinister had gone back in time to get rid of Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving Day parade. And now, Sweet Polly and Underdog were using one of Simon's time bombs to chase him back in time.
Oh, this time bomb just has to work. We've got to stop Simon from making the Pilgrims and Indians enemies.
The time bombs sent us back just the right way. We're back in time to the Pilgrims' Day.
But why are the Pilgrims staring at us so?
Martians.
Creatures from outer space. Save the children!
Grab your muskets, men! All right now, be making just one move and we'll open fire!
Wait, you're making a mistake. We are your friends.
They don't look like friends. I say shoot them.
Hold on, men. You must not judge a book by its cover. If you two are friends, prove it. Do something to show your friendship.
Name what you would have me do. I will prove we're friends to you.
Our fishing boat. It's all full of holes. Now what can you do about that?
When friends are in need, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
It's like a miracle.
It's bigger than the Mayflower. What other deed would you have me do to prove that we are friends to you?
Well, we do need a meeting house.
It's the biggest building I ever saw.
It's 10 stories tall.
Amazing.
Have him fix my house.
Plow the field.
Cut down the
Build a
trees.
schoolhouse.
And while Underdog was busy proving to the Pilgrims that he and Sweet Polly were their friends, where was Simon Bar Sinister?
There's the Indian camp, Cad. You hide here with these weapons, and I shall go and stir up the Indians. How?
Who you?
I am powerful medicine man from other tribe. I come to tell you that you must fight pilgrims. They plan to attack you.
Pilgrims are friends.
Well, they were friends, but with my strong medicine, I can see the future.
All big medicine men do big dance. Let us see you dance. That heap good dance, but still not believe pilgrims will attack us.
You'll have to believe me because they're attacking right now. I said they're attacking now! I said they're attacking now!
Maybe you're right, medicine man. Pilgrims turn against us. They ruin our teepees. We attack Pilgrim Fort.
Put on your war paint, braves! Man your bows and arrows! You're attacking the fort!
Meanwhile, back at the fort.
You have indeed proved your friendship. You have done many kind deeds for us.
And now we must hurry, Underdog. Simon Bar Sinister must already be with the Indians.
We can't let Simon have his way or he'll get rid of Thanksgiving Day.
But it looked like Underdog was too late. The Indians were already charging on the Pilgrim fort. What could Underdog do? Was this the end of Thanksgiving? The answer lies ahead in our next exciting episode.
Tennessee Tuxedo was on a talent search, trying to find actors for the new play he was putting on.
Thank you. Next? Oh, it's you, Chumley. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do a military tap.
Fine, but my new play hasn't got any tap dancing in it. It's about the Pilgrims. Can't you recite something?
Sure, Tennessee. Let me see. The boy stood on the burning deck. His feet were full of blisters. He tore his pants on a rusty nail. Now he wears his sisters.
Chumley! Well, all right. You can play the part of Captain Miles Standish. Next? Oh, yeah.
Gee, Tennessee, you got a part in the play for me, huh? For me, have you?
That all depends, Jack. What can you do?
Oh, I'm a good juggler. Oh, my, yes, a good juggler. See,
But, Jack...
3 eggs, 3, 4 eggs, 5 eggs, 6 eggs. Oh, oops. Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, this is a play about the Pilgrims and John Alden and Miles Standish and Priscilla. No jugglers.
But I gotta be in your play, Tennessee. I gotta.
All right. I'll find a part for you somewhere. Next.
To be or not to be, that is a question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to...
Enough! At last, a real actor with real talent. I'm going to make you the star of my play. You are going to be Priscilla.
Priscilla?
You'll be great. And this year, we're going to win the award for the best play. Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail.
Hear that, Joe boy? If Tennessee win that award for the best play, he'll be a real hero and the #1 guy around here.
Yeah? Well, he's not going to win it. We're going to get jobs in that play and sabotage it. Come on.
Next.
Introducing Jekyll and Hyde. Snappy songs and fancy patter. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub I'm drowning. Now tell me, Mr. Jekyll, who is that?
Enough! Listen, this is a serious play and we don't need any comedians.
Well, what do you need?
I need Indians.
We play 'em Indians heap good. How?
Well, all right. But remember, I'm the director of this play, and what I say goes.
Sure thing, Mr. Director, sir.
You gone soft or something?
Soft nothing. We're gonna be the wildest Indians Tennessee ever saw.
All right. Remember, Chumley is Captain Miles Standish. I'll play John Alden, and Baldy is the fair Priscilla.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Stick to the script.
Hey, Tennessee, what about me?
Yak, you've got a very important part. You come in and say, alas, winter is upon us. A blizzard is coming. Then you run off stage and turn on the snow and wind machine. But be careful. It's a very powerful machine. All right? Places, everyone. Now, Yak.
Alas, winter is upon us. A blizzard is coming.
Turn it off! Yeah, I said be careful.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tennessee. It won't happen again.
All right. Now let's get back to the play. In this scene, we meet the Indians for the first time. Come in, Indians! Stop that! Stop that! Quiet! Quiet! Phew. Look, Jerboa, The play says that these are friendly Indians.
Whoever heard of friendly Indians? These Indians are fierce.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Now get me out of here. The idea. I'm a big director. I wrote the play. I say the Indians were friendly.
As usual, you are full of baloney. I say the Indians were enemies and attacked the Pilgrims.
We're going to settle this once and for all. We're going to see Mr. Whoopi. So you see, Mr. Whoopi, I'd like you to tell Jerboa about the Pilgrims and the Indians.
Of course, my boy, and I'm sure the three-dimensional blackboard can help us out. As you all know, the Pilgrims landed on the west shore of Cape Cod Bay in the early winter of 1620. They had a very hard time that first winter. There was very little food and the weather was very cold and snowy. Out of 102 women and children that landed on Plymouth Rock, 42 were lost that first winter. But in the spring, they got help. An Indian named Samoset walked into the little village and made friends with the Pilgrims. Then he brought in his chief named Massasoit. Governor Carver, who was head of the colony, exchanged gifts with Massasoit, and the two signed a treaty of peace.
See, Jerboa?
The Indians taught the Pilgrims to plant corn, pumpkins, and beans. They showed them how to put small fish in the ground when they planted the seeds. The fish acted as fertilizer, and the crops grew big and strong. The harvest was so good that William Bradford, who had become the new governor, declared a festival to celebrate. The Pilgrims invited their Indian friends to join them, and whoopee! That was the first Thanksgiving Day.
Phineas J. Whoopi, you are the greatest. Now, are you satisfied?
Okay, Tennessee, we'll be friendly Indians.
Good. The play goes on tomorrow night, and we're going to be so good, we'll win the award.
Egon Soft. If he wins that award, he'll be the #1 guy around here.
No, I'm not soft. I got a plan. We're gonna turn on the snow machine and put the show under 6 feet of snow.
The next night, all was in readiness for the big performance, the romance of Plymouth Rock. The theater was full, and the curtain went up.
John Alden, I would ask a favor of you.
Yes, Captain Miles Standish?
I would like to marry yon fair maiden, Priscilla Mullins.
Why do you not ask her?
I am a brave soldier, but I am too bashful to ask her.
Well, what do you...
Now, Tennessee, now.
Not yet. Well, what do you want me to do?
I would like you to ask her for me, John Alden.
Very well, Miles Standish,
Now, Tennessee, now.
Not yet. Very well, Miles Standish. I will ask her. Priscilla, my friend Miles Standish would like to marry you.
Why don't you speak for yourself, John?
Now, Tennessee.
Now.
Alas, winter is upon us. There is a big blizzard coming.
Well, that did it. We're finished, ruined. We'll never win the award now.
Tennessee, you won. Read the telegram.
Let me see that. For the most realistic snowstorm in the history of the theater, the first award goes to Tennessee Tuxedo and his play, The Romance of Plymouth Rock.
Hooray for
What's the pick for, Colonel?
Just read that newspaper headline, Sergeant.
Says settlers pour into California after gold strike.
Exactly. What do you think will happen if you and I discovered gold here in Gopher Gulch? Well, I
guess if we found gold in Gopher Gulch, thousands of settlers would pour in.
Precisely. And those settlers would force the Gopher Indians out of Gopher Gulch. I tell you, Sergeant, if we can't run those Indians out, we'll crowd them out. We start prospecting for gold at dawn tomorrow.
Gold! Colonel go looking for gold. Why him do that?
Becoming a homesteader.
Uh-oh. If gold found, more settlers come. What we do? Oh, we lead 'em, Colonel, on much wild goose chase. Oopie-doopie, we have fun.
Look, we're in luck, Sergeant. There's a gold mine already dug.
But those signs say danger and keep out.
Obviously an Indian trick, Sergeant. This is a golden opportunity. Charge!
Colonel, look behind us.
A loaded mine cart. Run for your lives! Up ahead, Sergeant. There's light. A handy exit at the other end. We're surrounded. Call up the reserves. Sound the retreat.
No, Colonel, it was just this mine cart on top of us.
Working in a gold mine seems to be very dangerous, Sergeant. What did he say?
Him say, why not pan for gold in stream like us old prospectors do?
Bully! You see, Sergeant, everything happens for the best. Our lucky fall landed us right at the feet of two old prospectors.
I don't know, Colonel. Those two look kind of suspicious to me.
Nonsense, Sergeant. Regulation 6578934 says, never look a gift stream in the mouth. And this is the safest stream I ever saw. Nothing to fear here, Sergeant. No runaway mine carts, no cliffs to fall over, no... Obviously, a tidal wave, Sergeant. The work of strange forces in nature.
Yes, sir. Strange forces, all right.
But look, all is not lost. It's gold, Sergeant. A trail of gold. Follow me.
Yellow paint work good on rocks. Make 'em look just like gold. Oh, we make big pile of yellow rock fall on Colonel.
Up ahead there, Sergeant. That's it. A giant pile of gold. Charge!
You all be sure and come around for our next adventure. We'll be waiting for you if we don't get caught in this gold rush.
Simon Bar Sinister had tricked the Indians into believing the Pilgrims were their enemies.
Our job is done, Cad. The Indians are attacking the Pilgrims. Now there shall be no Thanksgiving feast, and so there shall be no Thanksgiving.
And that means there won't be any Thanksgiving Day parade. It'll just disappear.
Exactly. And I shall be able to cross the street and make myself master of the city. The time bomb is set. When it explodes, we will be back in the present. Come, Cad. We have just enough time to get to Main Street and push the buttons.
up ahead on Main Street, the Thanksgiving Day parade suddenly disappeared.
Hear that, Ted? The parade is gone. My planes and tanks and soldiers will be coming any moment.
And we'll cross the street and push the air raid siren button.
And everyone will run inside the building, and I shall push the other button.
And it'll lock every door in the city, and the people won't be able to get out.
And my army and I will take over the city.
But at that very moment, still back in 1621,
with my X-ray vision, a fire I'll light, and the Pilgrims and Indians will stop their fight.
A fire. It'll burn down our fort. Stop fighting and get some water.
Fire! Fire, Burnham Red Man Forest! Stop 'em fight and get water!
This fire has shown you should not fight. You need each other to keep things right.
But what about teepees full of holes from bullets?
What about the damage that attack has done to our fort?
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Why, our fort is more beautiful than ever.
We have new split-level teepees.
Let's have the Thanksgiving feast.
Hooray! Thanksgiving feast!
and at the very moment Simon Bar Sinister had reached the middle of Main Street, and the Thanksgiving Day parade reappeared.
Stop! Let me through my buttons! I must push my buttons!
But the parade swept Simon and Cad down the street, never to reach the siren button or the door-locking button. And so when Simon's 3 planes and 3 tanks and 12 soldiers appeared, they were easily captured, and Simon was the laughingstock of the city. Underdog and Sweet Polly used their time bomb to return to the present. And once more, people looked up into the sky and said,
"That's a plane!"
It's a boy.
It's a frog!
A frog?
Not plane, nor bird, nor even frog. It's not even little old me, Underdog. It's a balloon.